Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have something really special. The iBasso Epitome in monitors. Now I know exactly what you're thinking right off the bat. 3,000 bucks, that's insane for a pair of IEMs. And yeah, at first glance that price may seem absolutely wild. But wait, stick with me through this video and by the end you'll have a very clear picture of what you're paying for and why these may genuinely be the epitome of flagship performance. Let's dive in. Alright, let's start with what immediately grabs your attention. The build and design. The shells are 3D printed from hypoallergenic medical grade resin and they're infused with ultra fine metallic particles. The result, this gorgeous shimmering finish that honestly looks like a starry night sky or meteors frozen mid-motion. As the light hits them, they shift and sparkle in a way that's just mesmerizing. And despite packing an absolutely ridiculous number of drivers, each earpiece weighs only 6.2 grams. The ergonomic shape makes them incredibly comfortable to wear, even for longer listening sessions. No pressure points, no fatigue. Now let's talk about the real headline feature, the driver configuration. We're looking at 20 drivers per side. That's 8 Sonyon electrostatic drivers for the ultra high frequencies, 10 Sonyon balanced armatures, and 2 Knowles balanced armatures filling out the rest. All of this is managed by a sophisticated 5-way crossover, using premium components that keeps everything sounding seamless, cohesive, and shockingly natural across the entire frequency range. On the spec side, you've got a frequency response down to 20 Hz with even deeper low-end extension claimed, 113 dB sensitivity and a low 17 ohm impedance. Translation, these are surprisingly easy to drive, even straight out of a high-end portable player. The accessories are solid too. You get a sturdy round metal carrying case, a premium yellow leather case with a magnetic closure, and 6 different types of ear tips, so dialing in the perfect fit is easy. The cable setup is especially cool. The stock cable is a high quality 5N monocrystalline copper lids with 0.78mm 2-pin connectors and a modular plug system. 3.5mm single-ended, 4.4mm balanced, and even USB-C for direct digital connection. And as a bonus, iBasso throws in an experimental silver alloy cable. It's braided, sounds fantastic, and while it's technically still a prototype, it's a very nice extra to have. Bottom line, this is a true flagship IEM, meticulously designed, beautifully built and clearly engineered with obsessive attention to detail. Alright, now for the part we've all been waiting for. How do they actually sound? I started my listening with the iBasso DX320 Max Ti, a titanium beast of a DAP and a perfect match for high-end IEMs like these. One of my go-to tracks for detail retrieval is 99 Luftballons by Nena. This song takes me straight back to my teenage years and yeah, I used to have a huge crush on her. In really good recordings you can hear subtle mouth sounds in the German pronunciation. Things like the tongue releasing from the palate. But with the Epitome it never sounded like this before. Around the 16-second mark, the T in Horizont had this almost tactile, intimate quality. It was so vivid and lifelike that honestly, if I had these back then, I would have probably been locked in my room for days, completely lost in the music. Next up, Money by Pink Floyd. The opening cash registers and coins were insanely accurate. Every clink and cha-ching had weight, texture and pinpoint placement, like you could literally reach out and touch them. And those layered voices around the 554 mark, they floated through the mix with eerie realism. Perfectly separated, yet completely cohesive. No congestion, no blur, just pure immersion. Switching over to the DX340, I played the live version of Baby Now That I Found You by Alison Krauss and Union Station. Her voice was absolutely breathtaking, pure, emotional and intimate. You could hear every breath, every subtle vibrato. The strings and banjo had beautiful timbre and decay, making it feel like I was sitting front row at a bluegrass show. Then came Rebel Rebel by David Bowie. That iconic guitar riff hit with gritty energy. Bowie's vocals dead center with perfect presence. Sibilants were controlled, harmonics sparkled without becoming fatiguing, and the whole track had this effortless drive that made it impossible not to move along with it. Finally, I paired the Epitome with the iBasso D17 Etheris DAC amp and listened to almost the entire Le Nozze di Figaro by Mozart. This is where the Epitome truly shines. The soundstage was massive and airy, with pinpoint imaging that placed every instrument and singer inside a realistic orchestral hall. Strings shimmered beautifully thanks to those EST drivers. Woodwinds had a lifelike body and the dynamics swung effortlessly from delicate pianissimos to thunderous crescendos. It was completely holographic. Close your eyes and you could literally trace performance moving across the stage. So, why does the Epitome command such a high price? It's the rare combination of reference level technical performance, massive soundstage, insane resolution, lightning fast transients paired with a tuning that's neutral, musical and emotionally engaging. The mid-range is especially addictive. Vocals feel alive, intimate and goosebump inducing. Bass is deep, controlled and punchy without overpowering anything. And the treble, thanks to those 8 ESTs, is airy and sparkling without a hint of harshness. This is true endgame performance for serious audiophiles. Of course, nothing is perfect, so let's talk about some of the downsides. The unboxing experience, while nice, isn't quite the ultra luxurious wow moment you might expect at this price. It's solid, just not extravagant. And if you're a hardcore basshead craving thick visual slam, the Epitome's bass, while incredibly high quality and deep, is more neutrally tuned and may feel a bit lean compared to warmer sets. That said, the strengths absolutely dominate. The mid-range is among the best I've ever heard. Realistic, nuanced and emotionally gripping. Treble resolution and air are outstanding, creating one of the widest and deepest sound stages out there. Comfort is excellent, the build quality is stunning and the technical performance, imaging, separation, speed is unquestionably top tier. Plus the fact that they're easy to drive and scale well with different sources make them surprisingly practical for a flagship. So, wrapping this up, the iBasso Epitome truly lives up to its name. This isn't just another expensive IEM, it's a meticulously engineered masterpiece that delivers a natural, highly detailed and deeply emotional listening experience. If you're in the market for a true flagship and you've got the budget, these are worth serious consideration. They might just be your endgame. Thanks so much for watching. If you've heard the Epitome or have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more reviews and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.